What's up, lords and ladies? Welcome to the channel. I hope everyone is well today. I am your liege lord, the Godless Gamer. We're continuing our Manor Lords Let's Play. This is episode 5, which will cover the 5th year of our game. Still have yet to be declared war upon by our enemy on the map. Every time I make a prediction, I seem to be wrong, so I'm just done predicting. I'm just going to keep preparing, and we're pretty much prepared right now. My men-at-arms regiments, or my militia companies, are kind of at half strength right now because I have so many, but my main focus for today is just going to be to boost our population. I have enough living space for people to start moving in, and I don't have to charge such extortionate taxes anymore, because there's no real need to save up a lot of treasury because I'm done managing my retinue. Between the episodes, I went through everybody and gave them red armor, and they're all completely plated out. So I don't have to spend so much treasury doing this anymore. I can save up for other things. I still want to save up. It costs me 110 gold per month to maintain the mercenary company that I want to hire. This one, the Ravenous Vultures, 110 up front, and then for each subsequent month that I have them raised. So we want to save up enough to have them raised for a long time, but we kind of already do. 4 months is actually a good amount of time to already. So long story short, what I want to do today is minimize my taxes and really boost my approval rating, because currently I have low population growth because it's considered neutral approval. I can get that up even higher. Let's get up to high population growth. So instead of getting like 1 or 2 families a month, I can get like 3 or 4, something like that. I can get more families per month if I just maximize my approval rating. So reducing our taxes when the time comes will help with that significantly. It also helps that we are now meeting the needs of basically all of my plots. All of our food varieties met. My fuel supply is met. Clothing is basically met. And today I'm gonna try to get rid of all the level 1 plots because I can maintain level 2 and higher now. So we're gonna kiss goodbye all of these thatched roofs today, hopefully. I'm a little low on planks at this very second, but we solved that logistical problem. We were having a minor logistical problem. We weren't producing enough planks, but I solved it by getting another ox. So we have 3 oxes working, so that'll get plank production back up and running. We can upgrade all of our level 1 plots to level 2, and then we'll slowly but steadily upgrade our plots to level 3 so we can get our next development point. I think orchardry is gonna be what I want to get. I did some more city planning. This is supposed to be a carrot. That's supposed to be a carrot, because I'm going to use this space for another vegetable garden. I don't see myself building more residential developments anymore because I built a lot last episode that have living space expansions that I have yet to build, and there's quite a few of those dotted around the village, so I don't see myself building a lot more housing at all. And to be quite frank, I don't see myself building any other industry buildings right now because we have the industries built, but they're not working at full capacity because I just don't have the population, so I don't really see myself doing a lot of building today. Maybe the vegetable garden, but I don't really need to. We're doing okay on food supply. So, pretty straightforward thing. I don't know if we're going to have war declared on us today, but I'm prepared. I don't know if you can see that. I know my UI might be small for you guys, but if you can see there's a little helmet symbol next to my militia. We're starting to buy helmets for all my companies. We're importing those now. And I rectified the mistake that I made last episode where I didn't understand why we weren't exporting ale. It's because I didn't have a trade route open, so we opened it up. It basically bankrupted me, but we're going to start selling excess ale now, and that should be a decent source of regional wealth. So I'm feeling good about today's episode as long as we keep maintaining our population growth. My city's looking so nice. It's a shame. Every time I do a new thumbnail, I want the city to expand a little bit with each thumbnail to, feel like we're growing here. But if there's no need to build anything, I'm not going to. It's just going to be a waste of resources. I'd be building houses that aren't going to get filled. And that's just more houses to have to supply with goods and stuff. So let's calm down on building housing developments, and we'll just keep developing the ones that I've already got built. I have living space expansions all over the damn place. Look how many people are harvesting vegetables now. I've got 4 families in each of these vegetable plots harvesting vegetables. Look at that. And with that, the efficiency of these plots increases, and the amount of vegetables that we're getting should increase as well. So food is taken care of. It just became spring, so the berries are growing again, and I've got people doing that, so... And I've completely disabled my dyer's workshop. Let's not eat so much into... Let's stockpile, you know, like 2 years worth of food again, and then we'll start producing dyes again. I don't like being too low on food. We should also see trees starting to be planted in this big open clearing. Here's a couple saplings. I've got my foresters doing their thing out here. This is going to become one giant forest. And basically an unlimited source of wood. Okay, so let's get those planks resupplied, because that's what I need to upgrade the rest of these workage plots. I do have 2 people chopping down trees for timber. Only 1 saw person should suffice, so yeah, things are looking good. Just want to boost our population. It's just going to be so nice to use my treasury for something other than my retinue, because I can't get additional retinue. Retinue is determined by your manor house, and you can't build more than 1 of them. At least as things stand right now. Maybe with future iterations of the game, that'll change. You'll be able to get more retinue, but that time is not now. My prediction is that when stone castles get implemented into the game, so when I can upgrade my manor house into a stone keep, maybe then I'll get access to another retinue, because I might be able to build another tower in that case. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is it. This is it for now, 24. So I have plenty of jobs that I need to start filling now. We're getting more and more sheep. So I could probably... I'll tone it down on the foragers. It's because they don't have to travel too far to go to the berries. They fill up the pantry in the forager's hut really, really quickly. So let's use them for something else. We should also start trading clay. And we are exporting ale now. That's good. But we should be exporting dyes, shields, roof tiles, ale, and clay. And let's look at a thing that I've never looked at. This is a good way. Our exports far outweigh our imports, so we're positive in terms of that. We're not losing money, because I am importing things. I'm importing malt, I'm importing helmets. I have to start importing stone at some point. So we just want to make sure our exports are outnumbering our imports. I'm a little confused as to why my approval rating keeps fluctuating. It was up at 70 before, but what changed? I haven't changed my taxes or anything? Like, I'm just gonna keep 2 people doing that. Okay, you know what? I think I can do 1 dyer. Where are these birds going? I don't have a tanner operating because we're not currently hunting deer. I'm really excited for when I can start getting meat and pelts from my sheep herd. But I should probably let you know, probably around like 50 sheep is when I'll start considering killing some of them for the purposes of pelts and meat. It's still too small of a flock to start killing them for the purposes of food. And I should also do this. Just to make sure we keep importing sheep. Okay, our planks are looking okay. I don't want to upgrade all these level 1 plots to level 2 at the same time. We could do it in chunks. Let's get 3 more upgraded. We're trying to phase out the thatched roofs.
Vegetables, get your daily dose of greens.
I haven't done this in 2 episodes. Since my village is starting to get built up, let's get on boots on the ground view of it. The game plays at 1 speed while I'm doing this, so time is passing. I really wish the peasants would at least acknowledge you in some way. I know that would probably slow down their tasks if they were to stop working and acknowledging you, but, like, have them say something like, "Greetings, my lord," or "Good day, my lord," or "Jesus Christ be praised," like in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Everybody says that.
Leather, perfect for boots, belts, and carrots. Well, anything really. Turnips.
So we got a quite the little market going.
Cheated him? Never. Perhaps he simply does not know how to cook properly.
I want to get a closer look at these tier 3 burgage plots. Wow, that is quite the upgrade from level 2 to level 3. That's like 3 times the size. And this didn't fix. So the doorway's not level with the ground. I think in that case, the game should just auto-generate a staircase. But I mean, it looks ridiculous when people come in and out. Really, really cool. And they look to scale. The buildings look to scale. Like, I feel like if I were to be able to walk in here and there was actually an interior, it would be, you know, to scale, and I could... Just really, really cool. I like small little details like that. So this is going to be quite the bustling main street. Oh, just really, really cool. Alright, we'll go back. Well, let's get a boots-on-the-ground view of our house. Those tier 3 burgage plots are kind of more impressive than my house. Not including the tower, because that's not technically my living space. It's the living space for these guys. What are you guys doing in my house? And then I do promise that we'll eventually build the palisade wall and some towers around my manor. But that's materials that I don't need to spend on doing that. That's purely an aesthetic thing. It's not really function, it's just an aesthetic thing. But it will look impressive when I do it. But we don't need to do that right now. It's not important. I'm kind of waiting for a thematic time to do that. Like, how about when our enemy finally declares war on us and we fight a battle, maybe as a victory, as a reward for ourselves for winning that, we'll build the defenses, because then I can justify to the peasants, hey man, I just defended you against a big invading army, I need to get some taxes to improve my town. I think the peasants would be understanding at that point because I defended them. Work area's empty. Alright, we gotta move. They took a big bite out of the forest right here, so let's move our loggers. Let's clear the land around this salt mine that I will get around to making. Two of the companies have another helmet, so when I raise up my troops, we will visually see on the battlefield my men wearing better helmets.
This is heavier than it looks.
So it's not just a weapon and a shield that I'm giving them. I'm finally giving them some armor. The most, arguably the most important piece of armor that anybody in the medieval period would buy first. If they're trying to outfit themselves, they would buy a helmet first. At least I would. Now, it might turn out that already seems to be the case. We're getting to our granary supply capacity, so we're going to have to begin using our overflow granary. Let's get it upgraded before I start using it, but we will unpause this and we'll get somebody working here. That way we have 2 granaries. And having another granary worker will speed up the collection of food. My village is a well-oiled machine right now. Uh-oh. Okay, this is not our enemy fighting us. This is a raid from bandits. Now, this is going to happen occasionally. One of these was why our enemy was able to get enough influence in order to take Linek. And I'm noticing that they rose up over here. They're invading over here. So if our enemy raises his troops up in response, if he wins, he'll get enough influence to make a claim on us. I think my allies, or not my ally, my enemy's gonna raise up troops in response. Or maybe not. Okay, I can fight them, no problem. And if we lose any men, we have the means to re-equip them, so any lost men will immediately be recreated again, essentially. So we'll instantly get the men back. It's just that I'm not going to get any money from it. I'm just going to get a bunch of influence, and I'm not spending influence. I don't need influence for anything other than claiming regions. I guess I do technically need 2,000 now to claim his region. Okay, guys, we might have to repel this ourselves, because I thought our enemy was going to raise up troops immediately upon them entering. But this is going to be the largest battle that we've ever fought. And maybe the villagers need some practice anyway. It's been 2 years since we fought any battles. So the men are getting rusty. And this will be like a nice rehearsal for when we fight our enemy. Okay, let's go speed 2, and how about once they enter this region, we'll raise our troops up and we'll fight right here. And we'll put our retinue to good use. I'm actually kind of excited for this. We get some combat today. Even if it's going to be pretty easy. Ooh, they have 4 now. They have 4. We can take that. Still okay. The more the merrier. I don't need to hire any mercenaries. So battle plans, very quickly, battle plans. Lining up all my spearmen We match them. We have one extra militia company. Because we have 6 companies, they only have 4. So let's lock down all 4 of them in combat, and then we'll use our 2 other companies to flank them at Hammer and Anvil. Okay, let's let them get a little... I want to keep the people working for as long as I can. I'm just trying to time this perfectly. Okay, maybe that musical change is a nice cue to start summoning our men. Hopefully it stops raining before the battle. Alright, boys. I'm looking for somebody with a better helmet. There's one. He kind of looks a little goofy because the helmet is like really nice, but everything else is just basic. Alright, we have plenty of time to form up. Here's my retinue. Alright, you're no longer living for free in my castle. You gotta pay your rent. Alright, I'm a little bummed. I don't like that my livestock trading post is so far over this way, because I want to utilize the maximum, the most extreme slope, and that involves me going right here. I don't know if they're going to burn these down. I hope they don't burn them down. If they do, it's not the end of the world, but I would still prefer them not to burn those down. My orders are to do something like that. Heavy infantry. Alright, they should definitely be louder. I should hear more clanking and stuff. But dude, don't they look so cool? I like this guy right here, right at the end in the front. And the people using one-handed weapons, I tried to make sure that most of them are using warhammers. Because you can have them use swords, you can have them use axes, or you can have them use warhammers. I give them warhammers. I think that's what I would choose. Because it's so versatile. You can stab with it. It has a blunt end for anti-armor, and then it has the pick end for anti-armor, you know? Alright, guys, so here we go. I probably rose them up a little bit too soon. But we still need to see what they do. They might send some forces over this way. This is probably one of the largest armies I've ever made in Manor Lords. And I think we can finally classify these engagements as battles. They're not skirmishes or anything. I think we can classify them as battles now. You guys better not go this way. Is that what you're doing? That seems to be what they're doing. Okay, let's shift over. Come this way. Don't go around this way. Come this way.
Yes, sire.
Oh, nope, they're splitting off another one. Alright, is the enemy being smart and they're gonna divide my forces? And I stress... when I say smart, I'm being really generous when I say smart, but... more intelligent than you would give them... more intelligent than you expect them to be. I'm gonna send one spearman over this way. I like how these women are just, you know, nonchalantly selling their stuff, and while there's a battle about to happen over here. I'm gonna shift another one over. Now the slope is pretty extreme right here, so another really good defensible position. I'm really glad they came at us from this direction and not from this one, because I don't have as many good places to defend from. Alright, quit hiding, you cowards. Just come out and show me what you're doing. They're coming this way. They're mainly coming this way. I'll leave one company over here. Oh, nope, they're changing their minds. They can't make up their mind. I guess they're reacting to my deployment. Enemy unit has been spotted. Oh yeah, because they just became visible. Okay, just to avoid this in the future, maybe I'll have a logging camp. Just cut down these trees right here. Are you guys actually going to commit to this, or are you just going to continue to be cowards? They're going to continue to be cowards. I don't want to come out and engage them, because I think that's what they want. I want to maintain my advantage in ground. Maybe they'll aggro on me? No? Okay, if they come back one more time and they come out, it's too late. They're in the trees now, and that's a disadvantage for me. If they come back out in the open, I will engage them. I'm not just gonna play this game. Alright, here we go. Finally. Okay, let's hammer and anvil them. Now, the hammer and the charge is going to go uphill, but whatever. Okay, we outnumber them now. I'm gonna have all my men push forward.
Give it your all.
Push forward. There we go. We lost one guy in this company. I lost one retinue. I don't think that was all of them. Didn't we have another one? Alright, let's go out after them. Let's hunt for them. Comb the desert.
Pick up the pace.
Okay, that might have been all of them. I just wasn't paying attention. Was that all 4 of them? Yep. So that was really, really easy. Let's assign somebody to the church to take care of the bodies. Okay, so we need to replace a retinue. Who was he? Where is he? I don't see him. None of these guys are my guys. Where's the dead retinue? Maybe he's clipping into the ground or something and I just can't see it. Back to work, fellas. No more timber. Okay, let's take the saw pit off. We've got a bunch stockpiled right now. I'm very, very surprised that our enemy did excuse me, I just hiccuped. Our enemy didn't raise troops up in response to that. Okay, let's start upgrading a few more of these burgage plots to level 2. So I now have enough influence to lay claim to one of these regions, but we're still going to wait for them to do that against us. See, he's wielding an axe. I don't like bucklers. We'll give him a heater shield. So instead of the axe, he could do a sword, but I'm going to give him a warhammer too. We'll let the deer repopulate a little bit more. Now, have any of my plots converted to yarn? Another one has, if you look at the end of the road. Oh, and these two down at the bottom left of the screen. The two down here. They're using yarn now. Okay, we are burying the bodies. I've got somebody on that. And then as people get buried, we should see little grave sites in the churchyard. And it's kind of funny that they just have a box of skulls, like ridiculously huge skulls. I would hate to be one of the dead people that was just thrown in a freaking garbage heap. When we get there, this house right here is going to be my butcher's workshop. Or maybe one of these, because it's closer to the sheep field. Okay, let's upgrade some more of these to level 2. Keeping my builders busy. They've got stuff to do. They're not building new things. They're upgrading things that already exist, so... 7 helmets, 6, 6, 6, 6. Oh, I didn't get a good look at their helmets, but you saw the one guy we looked at. He had the better helmet. Alright, there should be no more bodies. Okay, the bodies have been taken care of. Let's take that priest off, or just that family off. My loggers, they really clear out the freaking place that I told them to work. They do it really, really fast. But now trees are starting to grow here. Alright, let's get this granary as highest priority. It's still just low population growth and neutral approval. I think we need to get up into the 70s before it goes up to high population growth. Okay, my granary's done. I do want these people working a stall, because we need to keep having food stalls going. You can store everything in here. And that's what my next available family is going to do that. And my woodcutters have run out of material. There's some trees right here they can cut down. We just want to we want to make sure that we're avoiding the bushes right here.
Why do I have to carry this alone?
Okay, I don't think any more berries are going to grow. How are we doing on food? We're up to 15 months, not quite 2 years. But that's because I did turn my dye industry back on. We're fine. As long as we're over a year, I will stop my dye production as soon as winter hits. We're stopping that. 0 berries. So once winter hits, I'm stopping the dyer's workshop. Let's get somebody creating charcoal now. We should have a lot of stockpiled firewood. 266. Okay, that's good enough. Take these woodcutters off, and we'll throw a couple on the charcoal kiln. Let's get another person making roof tiles. And let's get somebody else shearing these sheep to get more wool. And then I'll do another weaver. Ooh, that was a nice big influx of money right there. That gives me enough money to do this. They only trade for 4 yarn. We won't start exporting. Actually, no, I could. I have 105 surplus yarn. Let's keep some surplus, because eventually we need to start producing cloaks, which is yarn and dyes. So we need a surplus to produce those things from, but we don't need those things yet. So let's just start exporting them. We'll make sure we have a decent stockpile. Anything over 50, sell. Anything under 50, keep. Okay, so there's another living space.
You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
I'm getting another ox. Because my plank production is just not where I need it to be right now. Okay, so it looks better when you're walking up the street. It looks less poor. All the houses look really fancy now. Visit the tavern. What's up, fellas? Working hard or hardly working? What's this guy eating? Some apples? I'm not even producing apples. Where'd you get those apples from? What an honor. The Lord is sitting with them. Alright, we're done. Okay, so now we have plenty of space for new families to move in. Let's go speed 3. Okay, so we're stockpiling another harvest of vegetables before the winter hits. I like the sound of them picking. Sounds like a typewriter. Harvest. Peasants, harvest. Winter is coming. So yeah, that's another large influx of vegetables. Another nice a nice harvest that'll help us get through the winter. Vegetables are now taking over as our main food source, which is what I wanted to see. Yeah, and then we'll build another one here. Alright. Plank production is beginning to resume again. It's... Let's get these last houses upgraded to tier 2. Did I stop exporting dyes or something? I'm noticing we have a large stockpile of those. No, we're selling them. And the work area for the loggers is already empty. They really chopping down those trees. Alright, let's get the rest of these then. Get another weaver. How are we doing on supplying everybody? We basically need another granary worker already. Are you kidding me? Alright, maybe we don't need that extra weaver. Let's just get another granary worker. You definitely need granary workers more than you need storehouse, because we're working fine with 6 storehouse workers, but now we need 8 granary workers. And winter is coming. Alright, get those carrots out of the ground, ladies. Hurry up. Oh no, those are turnips, I think. These are the carrots. Oh no, those are cabbages. Where are the carrots? Oh no, these are the carrots. See the carrots. Carrots, cabbages, and what? Turnips, I think. And the only one of those 3, even though I'm Irish, I'm a quarter Irish. I should like cabbage more. But of all the 3 of these, carrots are the best ones. I'm not a turnip fan. Now just see how efficient these vegetable gardens are running, because we have 4 families doing it, and because we did this gravedigger trick. It's really the way to go. Now we have 44 sheep. Let's go up to 50 now. We can keep reducing dyes. I just want to be careful because food is what we... Of fuel and food, food seems to be disappearing faster than fuel is, so I just want to make sure we're not overproducing or going through our food too fast. But that additional granary worker here should increase our food supply. Because there's more granary workers going out to the locations to collect the food. So, less and less food is sitting in the pantries, and it's actually getting collected, so... I should upgrade this storehouse now, too. And I'll get this living space extension. And then that's it. If we want it... After this is built, if we want any more families to move in, we have to start building new houses. All of my militia companies are up to 20 at least. Nine helmets, 8, 8, 8, so... There will come a time when we could stop importing helmets. That would be good for my economy, but we can handle it. We can afford it. And we'll eventually stop importing cheap as well. We don't need it yet, but now the large storehouse is built, and we have to make sure that it's accepting the correct things. We don't want it to... We want it to accept everything except a few things. We don't want it accepting weapons. We don't want it accepting clay, or roof tiles, or dye. But we don't need a worker here yet. Soon. This is the last plot, the last one. We need to upgrade.
You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
Let's get another plank maker. What's the official... Carpenter is the official name for the job. What did I say? Saw pitter and... I'm just making up names. Making up words. Ooh, there was a big influx of money just there. Sold a bunch of stuff. So much yarn. We can hunt again. We can definitely hunt again. It's up to full capacity, so if I'm hunting again, I can get another tanner. And I know winter hasn't hit yet. No, it has officially hit. It's winter. We're taking this dyer off. And they can remain unassigned, because I always need at least one unassigned family to build stuff. I think the next housing development I'm going to plan is this one right here that's going to become the new vegetable garden, because I might as well get that up and running first. So we need a double, and then you can actually see me do this. Oh, no, we want to wait for the trees to be torn down, because I don't want to leave any uncut trees on the table. We want those to get cut down, so we'll wait till that's cut down before we develop this. I've got my woodcutters over here. Oh, I don't have any woodcutters. Well, let's get one. We'll get another family soon. I'm not building anything. All of it, everything's been upgraded. Except this. Let's take a carpenter away.
Berries, bursting with flavour, fit for a kid.
Okay, so now all my companies have at least 21. 13 helmets there, 13, 13, 13. We got a big a big delivery of helmets. So almost every militiaman has a new helmet. We have almost 1,000 treasury. So since we're not spending treasury on anything else besides just using it for when we hire mercenaries, that's like 8 months worth of time to have our mercenaries. We're bumping our taxes down officially because we have enough saved up. We'll go down to 10. Let's see if we can get our approval rating back to a good place. I mean, it's always been in a good place, above 50%, but I want to start getting more families per month. Alright, we're running out of living space now. Let's get... Okay, I'll wait on doing this vegetable farm. That'll be the next thing I do. But for now, we'll just do standard houses. What do we want to do? Where do we want to expand? Kind of want to get this space filled. How about we get maybe like 1 or 2 regular plots, just a house with a backyard extension, and then maybe we can get a double in this corner space. And I would rather have the two singles with the backyard extensions than one double with the backyard extension. So, you know what? That's what we're doing. It's kind of a little funky looking, and it's not utilizing all of the space, but that's okay, because this is what I want. This is the configuration I want. We'll take that. So that's 2 more houses. We're starting to run a little low on firewood. We can't convert it to charcoal anymore. Okay, there's 1 more tree that the woodcutters can chop down. These aren't fully grown trees, they don't count. So once they cut down that tree, we'll plant our vegetable garden right here. Okay, 1 more month, guys, and then we're going to wrap this one up. It's almost March. As I like to do, I typically wait for some of the snow to melt, because I don't like when there's snow on the ground for me to take my thumbnail picture. we're meeting every single need. 100%, 100%, 100%, baby. And now we can see that the leather in some more houses, more leather is being replaced by yarn, which is what we want to see. Alright, it's March. Let's wait for the snow to go away, but that's going to be the end of this one, guys. It wasn't completely uneventful. We didn't get declared war on by our enemy, but a peasant raid came in. 4 companies worth of bandits, and we handled it pretty well. We got to test our forces. We got to use our retinue for the first time. What need is not being met? Alright, it'll just take time for that to happen. It still needs some clothing. It'll get yarn in 3 seconds. There we go. Okay. Another family moved in. The berries are going to start growing again. But not yet. Not officially. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. It's like mid-March that they start growing. I'll take some miners off of the clay mines. And we'll get some foragers going, and then I'll also get my dyer's workshop running. There it goes. They're starting to grow. So we'll throw a couple families in there. I'll take these miners off. We should have a decent amount of clay. We are trading for clay, but we won't trade if we only have a surplus of 300. 300 is when we stop exporting. Alright, let's have 1 person mining. And we'll get 3 people foraging. Planks and timber seems to be something that we have to keep our eye on, because, I mean, I've been spamming a bunch of construction projects, which is why we're on, like, lower numbers of timber. But now that I got that extra ox, and we have 4 ox going around, planks are no longer a problem. What's our... We have 65 sheep now. Let's keep going, but I'm really happy to see that. That means they're going to keep reproducing. Okay, let's go up to 80. We want to get to at least a flock of 100 sheep. Then I'll start slaughtering them, getting meat and pelts. But there we go. We have almost a full flock of sheep. Because this pasture has enough room for 100. Alright, let's get a few more of these patches of snow out of here. Let's wait until the Ides of March, when Julius Caesar got executed. Assassinated. Alright, March 13th. Lucky 13. Alrighty. That's going to do it for today, lords and ladies. We ended with more militia, a successful conflict against a raid of bandits. We were able to handle it well. We put our retinue to the test. We lost a guy, but instantly replaced him. Everything's looking good. Our food supplies are doing good. We have a year's worth of food. And we just started harvesting berries again, so we'll get that back up. Our approval rating, because we reduced our taxes, is looking good. I could probably even do this. Let's go to 5%. So we have plenty of treasury saved up if we ever need to hire mercenaries. The ravenous vultures. So, still no war declared on us, but that should be coming soon. It's just that my enemy on the map has no real good source of influence. I think he does passively get influence, but because he doesn't have any bandit camps to destroy, and because he didn't do anything against those raiders, which I'm still surprised he didn't do. But I'm sure we have some more time to raise up more men and prepare more for this coming conflict. But that's going to do it for today, lords and ladies. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you like that we've phased out, for the most part, thatched roofs, not including the ones that we just built. So everybody in my village pretty much is living large. Alright. That's it for today, lords and ladies. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that thumbs up button down below. Leave your comments down below as well. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're basically 20 subscribers away from 2,400 subscribers. We're almost there. That's my next milestone, and we're just so very close. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Help me get to my next milestone, and because that would be great, guys. I would really appreciate that. Keep the channel growing. Keep supporting it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Episode 6 will be coming at you soon, but until then, have a good one, guys.